Welcome back.
Nick and company here.
How's it going, guys? So tonight, ooh, that worked, huh? Tonight, we're here with Mike and Lee. So Lee's gonna play us a song. I already know what it is. Mike has no idea, and you know the song. So anything to add before we?
You haven't heard this though,
no,
right? Okay.
No.
Okay. Nope.
And I'm very excited. You don't want to add anything?
I just want to know.
Just gonna go straight to the source.
I'm not gonna tell you who it is, what it is, or anything. I just want to see if you can guess who it is and if you like it.
Perfect. Let us know what you think, and if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up or whatever you think we deserve.
One thing I do want to mention: the chorus. Just try. I know we talked about time signatures. Try and figure out what's going on in the chorus because it's very weird.
I'll do my best.
Yeah, I don't want it to distract from the song.
I'll start counting. So, but is it during the chorus every time?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. All right, I'll try. Maybe I'm gonna get it super wrong.
I've been listening to this for years, and I'm like, what are they doing? Because it almost sounds like everybody's stopping at a different point.
Really?
So yeah, it's just very off.
So we're about to pull it. About to pull up the song. 1 second, Mike. All right, and album opener, Alexia. Here we go. Ooh, those are like World War II sirens.
Would you like another cup of tea, dear?
No. I better go, actually. I'm going to be late for the office.
Take you down to that bright city mile there to powder your sweet face and paint on a smile that will show all of the pleasures and none of the pain when you join my explosion. No unconditional surrender, no armistice day. Each night I'll die in my contentment and lie in your grave while you bring me water and I give you wine. Let me dance in your teacup, and you shall swim in mine. Warchild, dance the days and dance the nights away. Open your windows and I'll walk through your doors. Let me live in your country. Let me sleep by your shores. Shoot.
Success. This is like the fourth time that I actually stop a song on this day. Very good.
Minimize it.
Oh my god. Okay. Any idea what it was?
No, it sounded like it should be on the Rocky Horror Picture Show soundtrack, though.
What? Why?
Really?
It was okay. So I think it was very theatrical.
Yes.
That's why Mike is saying
Okay.
that. It sounded.
It sounded like Tim Curry was singing it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had
That
no
doesn't
idea
mean
what
it's
this-
bad. I think that movie is a very good picture.
Yeah, I mean, I liked the music in Rocky Horror Picture Show. It's not something I listen to unless I'm watching the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Right.
Because, like, the music is one of those things where it fits where it is
The
in the
theme.
movie, but outside of that, when you take it out of context, it's
Right.
a little odd.
Yeah,
And that's
because
kind of how I felt about
yes, this reminded me. So should we show him the band?
Well, wait. Do you know who the band is?
I have absolutely no
Okay.
idea.
All right.
Maybe just a guess.
Genesis.
No. I don't think so. I mean, it doesn't sound like anything I've ever heard you play of Genesis before.
No, it's definitely not
So-
Genesis.
Yeah, I really have no clue.
Don't worry. Here we go.
What is it? Oh, Jethro Tull. Oh, I should have
Jethro
known that.
Tull.
Okay, now it makes a lot of sense, actually.
Yeah. So I love Ian Anderson's voice. It's very, very unique. It's like, I guess he's just instantly recognizable, just like the other Anderson, John Anderson. This was very. I love the intro. It reminded me almost like an inspiration for the whole War
Yeah.
or War Pigs by
Mhm.
Black Sabbath. The Sirens. When did this come out? 1974. So way, way before. But I love the theatricality. It sounded like cabaret a little bit, right? That's what you meant.
It did, absolutely.
With a mix of like, yeah, it sounded very theatrical, like almost like a salon, but not in a like Western setting, not like a cowboy kind of thing. I don't know. It just, it was very good. The time signatures I could not.
Isn't it
find.
weird?
It
It's
was.
so-
It was almost like ba-da-dum, ba-da. Like they were almost like, let's say playing 4/4, then 5/4, then 7/8.
But it sounds like to me like one instrument stops and then another one keeps going for
It's
a couple
almost
measures,
like
and then the
they're
drums keep
breaking
going.
up. They're like it's like da 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 ba da da ba da da ba da da ba da. Like it's like wow, very confusing,
Yeah.
very proggy, very progressive.
But just that part. I mean, the rest of the song is.
but
not.
I really liked it. And so this is a Jethro Tull. Is this before they got like really because I know that that album Thick as a Brick.
I believe that was before this.
Oh really?
I think
because
so.
I read something now. I don't know if this is exactly like correct, but they did Thick as a Brick almost like
As a joke.
as a joke to make fun of progressive rock, and then they basically created their own progressive rock masterpiece almost by accident.
Yeah, it was after.
Oh
So,
wow. Okay, so
Thick as a
that
Brick.
makes sense. They already had smelled the success with the progressive.
So
rock.
when they did Aqualung, I guess it was some reporter that said something about
Oh, it
here's
was
another,
Aqualung, not
something like here's another progressive rock band, and Aqualung is not prog really. I mean, the song maybe a little bit, couple of songs maybe a little bit, but for the most part, it's not a progressive rock album. So then they were like, "We're not a prog band, so we're gonna come out with this." So Thick as a Brick is basically one long song over two sides of an album. And that became so popular that they kind of were like,
They were
"Okay,
like, we actually can make money.
I guess
with
we're
this."
a prog band now."
Yeah.
So Passion Play is really progressive. I think it's probably their best album.
Really?
I really like that album. And then Warchild came out of that after that, which is somewhat, but Passion Play and Thick as a Brick is kind of like a story. This one is kind of a story, but I've never gotten into the whole album enough to really dig too deep into it. But I love this song.
I heard Benefit, and I was a little bit underwhelmed because I did it with Alexa, and we were expecting like the progressive masterpiece, and it was more like folky, bluesy, which is still great, but it didn't have that edge of prog, and we were kind of a little bit underwhelmed.
Yeah, I like the album. It's not my favorite. There's a couple of songs in there that I think are just fantastic, and then the other ones are like, Aqualung actually has some good folk songs on it.
Yeah, I like.
You just
folk.
haven't haven't done those on the channel, but
Right,
there are,
right.
I think almost everything you haven't heard is like folk.
Really?
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's. And I just saw that they were so productive. I mean, look at the 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 5, and then they took, I don't know, 6, 7, 8. So they were basically
9.
hashing out albums every year. That is crazy, difficult for also for them to be good and not repetitive. That is an amazing, you know, how would you say, outburst, no, not outburst, but a creative
Like output of records.
output. Yeah, that's I never really knew that about Jethro Tull.
Yeah, and their new song, I haven't heard the whole album yet, but their new song is really good.
They got
Really
one
good.
new song. Okay.
Well, they just came out with a new album, but the single came out like
Oh, that would be cool
about a
to
month
do.
ago. Yeah.
Oh wow, that they're still doing it after all this year. I mean, this would be almost what, like 50, 60 years.
So
50 years
when was their
now.
first album?
75.
They came out in 60
Oh wow.
something.
Let's see. Oh. Yeah, they've been
68. was their first
68
album.
like Zeppelin.
So do you know who their guitarist was for one day when they were looking for a guitarist before they actually got to be Jethro Tull? Tony Iommi.
No.
Yeah.
Black Sabbath.
one day.
Wow. Well, they missed out. Huh?
But could you imagine how different things would have been?
Yes, because I think I've always seen Tony, right?
Mhm.
Tony, because I think I once said Tommy and I got a lot of So Tony, he's basically he writes like the most demonic riffs
Mhm.
on this planet.
Mhm.
Very, very talented.
Mhm.
And for a man who lost his fingers before I mean, I heard a story where he said, "Screw it, I'm gonna play music," and then that day, the day he was gonna basically quit his job, that's when he chopped off his fingers. But I would have switched.
Yeah.
Because
That's
if I
true.
were, I mean, I play with my left hand, but I would have just switched. I mean,
It'd be
at that-
hard to do.
I know. Even if you've been playing for 6 months, it's kind of hard to
Yeah.
switch.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but I mean, yeah, that would have sounded very different.
Yeah.
The band.
I mean, Black Sabbath would have been different. Tull would have been different
Yes.
completely.
That's
So,
crazy.
yeah,
Those
but-
alternate universes. That
I know, right?
Yes.
So overall, did you like the song?
It
At all?
wasn't bad.
Okay.
You know, it was like one of those songs, like with any theatrical sort of music.
Mhm.
Don't mind hearing it once in a while. It's
Right.
not something I want to hear all the time.
Mike, have you heard 10cc One Night in Paris?
I don't know.
One
I know.
night in Paris. Da, 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 dee, da, 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 da.
I'm not
So
sure.
good.
I've heard of the band. I've
Yeah.
heard of them. I don't know what I've heard from them though.
Yeah, because it reminded me a little bit of that, of course, and I mean Bohemian Rhapsody. That song is
Yeah, yeah.
theatricality,
Mm-hmm.
you know, in its best form, almost. I would say. So I can compare it. It's totally different, but it had like a little bit a touch of that. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. I
Really
think
cool.
I think if you like that, A Passion Play would be a good album for you.
We should
It's-
do it
yeah.
whenever you want to come
Yeah,
over.
sure.
So, but yeah, let us know what you thought of this. Have you heard this Jethro Tull song? Have you heard their entire catalog? I mean, it's almost insane how much albums they have. Look at this. It's like infinitive. So much good music here.
Mhm.
So yeah, let us know what you would like to do as next. Maybe have you heard every album?
No,
No,
not
okay.
even close.
So yeah.
I've heard like Up to Here and
Where's up to there?
Songs from the Wood,
77.
and then little bits and pieces after that.
So a question to you, since you know Metallica, did you ever listen to that album that did win the Grammy against And Justice for All?
No, I have not.
I would like to.
I
hear-
actually have not. No.
Yeah.
I'd be curious.
I'm very curious because there was someone who kind of got into an argument in the comment section because he's like, well, they're not heavy metal, but they did win heavy metal. So it's not my decision. The I don't know, the music awards decided
Yeah.
to
Mhm.
take their album and say that's the best metal act of the year, and I know they're progressive rock, and they basically had Metallica lost because of Jethro Tull. So But even they said, no, we're not metal. We don't want the prize.
Yeah.
Did you know that? They didn't even want the damn thing.
Yeah.
So that's kind of funny. But
Well, a lot of people do that with the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame too, because it's like
Really?
the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is such a joke.
really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's
look
bands.
up Steve Miller's reaction to when he got to the
Really?
nominated for the Hall of Fame. He was
Okay.
pissed. I mean, he was just furious. Yeah.
Because did they take too long?
No, they wanted to charge his band members $10,000 to come to the presentation, and he's like, "We've always done this as a band," and he's like, "This is a joke." He goes, This is all about money. It's not about
Right.
popularity, and there's people who are in here who shouldn't be, and vice
Oh,
versa."
wow.
I mean,
I
he
wanna
went.
see
He went.
A reaction video.
It was him, and then somebody else did it too. But I was like, wow. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a lot of, if you look up like the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, there's a lot of people who are just so
Really?
against it.
It's also there's a lot there's a discrepancy. There's amazing bands who are still not in the Hall of Fame, which is ridiculous because they should be there. But it's almost like Rolling Stone magazine. It's a joke.
Yeah. Mhm.
I mean, if you see their lists of best guitar players, it's like, come on,
Yeah.
give me a
Yeah.
break. you
Yeah.
know? But it is what it is. Let us know what you think of the Hall of Fame or Rolling Stone magazine. But no, also the song, of course. And yeah, if you know any trivia about this, let us know, and we will be really interested in reading it. Right?
Yep. Absolutely.
All right. Again, thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.